If you're following Johnny Depp, you probably know, unfortunately, a boy he helped out named Captain Kori has passed away. Now what I do is I look at what the media says, their angles, and things like that. I predicted not too many mainstream media sources would cover this. I might be wrong, because here's the BBC and others might follow, but now I gotta revise what I'm saying. They might cover it, but they're not gonna say anything positive about Johnny. Now, we can imagine that everybody involved, including Kori's family, is very thankful Johnny did this. Johnny made this boy internationally famous, and he got a lot of great things from it, and I'm sure they'll be thankful in the future that their son had this life to live with these great memories. One of his dreams, they claim. And that's an amazing thing. But what I do mainly is I talk about the media angles and how they're covering it. So the BBC here won't actually say anything great about Johnny or praise Johnny. They'll report the facts, which in itself is a great thing. Obviously, people can fill in the blank for themselves and they can see Johnny did this. But it would be nice if once in a while they actually spelled it out like they do for you-know-who. And by the way, they always report the trolls, quote-unquote, and the people saying bad things about you-know-who, Little Miss Mera, but never the ones saying bad things about Johnny. The article's called Terminally Ill Boy Dies After Final Wish Fulfilled by Johnny Depp. The timeline's off. We know about 6 months ago that Johnny made this call and this video, but that's okay. I wouldn't get mad about timeline mistakes and things like that. I'm more concerned about positivity and negativity about the people involved. And they show a picture of Kori and his mom. It's actually a very nice picture, and she thanks everybody who helped out, which is probably you and me, and that's a nice thing. Before I forget, Kori's channel will be linked down below. Check it out. His mom is upkeeping it still. She goes on to say he was humbled and overjoyed at so much in life, and we ask that people don't forget him. Now he has set sail on his biggest adventure yet, and a YouTube channel is a great way to help that memory stay alive. It's there forever. It could be there for 10, 20 years in the future. They mentioned she put a video out about what happened, and she did on Twitter, and Popcorn Planet and a few others retweeted it. So it's obviously not something she wants to keep private to herself, for her family. She's putting it right out there. That's one of the reasons I feel okay talking about it, is because apparently she's making the information very public. This is where she asked people to upkeep the channel, interact with Kori's videos, and I completely condone. I said here, the last time I talked about this yesterday, is that I'd let my channel run if something happened to me, so I completely understand. They talk about the details of his surgery and condition. I personally would have left it out, but okay, I suppose. They do mention that one of Kori's last wishes was to meet Johnny, talk to Johnny, that kind of thing. And they say Johnny answered in style, which I like. So, look, overall, the article's positive towards Johnny. I just wish they could have added their opinion, quote unquote, about how Johnny's really a good guy and not exactly how the media portrays him to be and how the other side portrays him to be, like they do for you-know-who. Oh, you know, she's gone through these hardships and she has to endure these trolls and she's got to leave the country because all this stuff's going on that's been done to her. Well, why don't they take that angle with Johnny ever at all when he does something great like this? I'll say when he does something beautiful, and I don't always use words like that. But okay. They mentioned Kori's wish, or one of his wishes, was to break 100,000 subscribers, which he doubled, which is great. And they end with what a councilman said about Kori. They said he was a very special person. Their thoughts go out to his family. But it is also mentioned by this person that Johnny helped spread the word, which is somewhat important. I mean, the fact is, Johnny did put this news out and let the world know. And that's it. Then they have their related topics. They had a few other topics specifically about Kori, but they did link this about the video that Johnny uploaded to the channel. Unfortunately, I don't have that article in front of me, but I'm going to imagine in a similar fashion to this one, they probably mention the facts and they don't actually compliment Johnny personally, which is something I'm waiting for. It's a given. Anybody who helps sick kids, like Johnny has done in the past, I think deserves a little personal compliment and a little protection from all the bad stuff and negative stuff going around. That's just my silly little opinion. All in all, positivity, so I can't totally complain, but thinking critically and really thinking it out, well, I'm not totally happy. I'll give this article, I guess, like a B. Something like that. B minus. A plus if they would have actually wrote it the way I would have wrote it. Anyway, you let me know what you think in the comments. Once again, Kori's channel will be linked. Check it out. Check out a video. A like. Simply watching a video will help his mom, get a little more out of the channel. Help cover some costs of whatever. I can't quite imagine, but there are going to be some costs. So go right ahead. Alright, I'm ranting now. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be real sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.